먼저 가요. 이제 제루살렘 오케이. 제루살렘 come.
Shalom. So happy to see you. Thank you for your welcoming us, and I have the pleasure to give you greetings from Rabbi Iskil Malekar from Delhi.
Thank you.
Yes. Can you go on this?
Thank you.
Now almost 60 years, this is my home. So I welcome you to my last 60 years home. Then I always used to say, emphasis, we all same human being. As a matter of fact, 7 billion human beings, emotionally, mentally, physically, we are same. When we born, all 7 billion human beings, same way. So no differences of Jews or Christian or Muslim or Buddhist or Hindu, no differences. And then all 7 billion human beings, you see, survived with mother's care, mother's milk. Without that, even few days, we disappear, we die. So that's the way 7 billion human beings, you see, how should they exist or develop. So now, some scientists, you see, they say basic human nature is more compassionate. It is quite true. Compassion is the basis of our survival. Anger is elimination. If as soon as born, if mother angry, and then kasa tao mo yun na.
Don't take care of us. Abandon us.
Abandon. Finish. Even animal, I think, because of this physical animal, the new birth, the mother, that's the nature. That's the basis of survival. So, basic human, one occasion, one meeting with scientists, there, one, also the motion picture, cartoon, to show one 6-month-old child, language not yet developed. So at that time, I think basic human nature is very, very, fresh. So the cartoon, two children play together, helping together, each other. And that picture seen by that 6-month-old child, smiling, showing happiness, joyful. Then another cartoon, there's two children, negative attitude. When that shows that child, the child also showing unhappiness. And then more important, constant anger, constant hatred, actually eating our immune system. Other hand, more compassionate mind here. Our physical health also much better. So these days I'm also expressing the hygiene of physical important in our education. From kindergarten, we also should educate people, children, how to take care, healthy body. Now we should include hygiene of emotion. I think we already now witness to today's world. You see, some people physically very healthy, very good, but mentally, emotionally some problem. So we should include hygiene of emotion. This is nothing to do with religion. Simply is how to take care beside our physical, our emotion, how to keep our mind more calm, more peaceful. Isn't it? So my commitment is, number one, I am one of the 7 billion human beings. So try to promote these basic human value, human compassion, human loving kindness. Nothing to do with next life or even God. Simply you should concern how to be happy days and nights and years, decades, and whole life, more peaceful mind, happy, irrespective whether believer or non-believer. This is number one commitment. Number two commitment is try to promote religious harmony. Religion, all religion, Judo, Christian, all major world religious tradition, in spite of different philosophy, all carry same message of love. Judo-Christian tradition, main message is love. And very powerful sort of philosophical view. We all created by God. God, infinite love. So the God, like our Father, the Father nature, infinite love. So we all children of that kind of Father, isn't it? And if you truly believe Creator, then we all 7 billion human beings are brothers, sisters, same Father, and basic nature more compassionate. So this religious tradition, if we seriously follow this teaching, wonderful. Then similarly, non-theistic religion, it's a philosophical viewpoint. There is no creator, no God. But then, this is emphasis your own action. If you carry your way of life, non-violent way, out of compassion, then your life will be happier. And not only this life, according to our Indian tradition, life after life. So this life, if we carry more compassionate life, that's guarantee next life will be happy life. So theistic religion and non-theistic religion all carry same message. In the philosophical field, differences. That is necessary. It is difficult to say, pick up one medicine and say this medicine is best. You cannot say. According to the patient's condition, for this patient, this medicine is best. We can say. Otherwise, we cannot say. Similarly, we cannot say this one religion is the best. Difficult to say. According different people with different, mental disposition. So, to some people, the theistic religion is most powerful. To some people, non-theistic religion more effective. So, judging according to individual cases. So, therefore, the all major religious tradition, basic message is same, method different. I never state Buddhism is best. To some people, or Christianity or Judaism is best, most effective. So for that person, that's best. Like that. So therefore, there is sound basis, religious harmony, if we go deeper. Like that. Then, so promotion of religious harmony, that's my second commitment. That I really feel very sad, in Afghanistan, in Syria, in these Middle East countries, follower of same Allah, same Quran, 5 times prayer, same, but the name of Shia and Sunni, killing. And Egypt, Christian, Muslim, some problem. The different religious tradition, same purpose, same aim, but that religion itself making division and causing problem. So I usually, these recent years, I share some of my Muslim friend. Indian Muslim, I never heard problem Shia and Sunni. So Indian Muslim should make some effort, at least to show others or Muslim brothers, sisters, there is no basis to divide Shia and Sunni. And then, furthermore, the old major religious tradition, same purpose, useful to humanity. Like that. So then third, my commitment is I'm Tibetan, so Tibetan people trust me. However, in political responsibility is concerned, 2001, I retired, no longer any political responsibility. We already achieved elected political leadership. He carried the full responsibility. Now, I'm sort of carrying the preservation of Tibetan culture. Our culture, and also I usually make distinction, religion and culture with some connection with the religion. In Tibetan case, Buddhism and Buddhist culture, and Judaism, Jewish culture, the Christian, some way of sort of life and cultural heritage related with concept of Trinity, like that. So I try to preserve Tibetan tradition, including Tibetan language. So politically, we are not fighting for independence. But the reality, Tibetan use Tibetan language. And we have independent script Marwe, since 7th century, Tibetan, the emperor, he introduced Tibetan letter, copy from India, not from China. Although he married with Chinese princess, so he enjoyed that. But meantime, I think their main sort of also the trust towards India. So Tibetan script copy from ancient one, Indian sort of Devanagari sort of letter, Kakakanga, Chachasanya, like that. That's 7th century. Then 8th century, Buddhism introduced Tibet more sort of systematic way. Again, Tibetan emperor at that time invited the Indian master, not Chinese master. So I think whether we believe Munshi Sarkasari.
Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance.
What?
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyant or void. Kasa luda.
No.
Did you
Clairvoyance.
check Munshi Yoneri Meneri? Some Musha.
Whether these Tibetan kings had clairvoyance or not, they had really deep vision, as far-sighted vision.
We have two big neighbor, South India, East China. So those emperor, 7th century, they married with Chinese princess and very close link with Chinese emperor, Tang dynasty. But there, I think, cultural heritage, as far as culture is concerned, you see, they look towards India. So now today, some people, when we met, since it's Tibet as a part of People's Republic of China, so some people start talking Chinese. So they felt Tibetan, all Tibetan should speak Chinese. Actually not. Chinese language, Chinese letter, very complicated. Tibetan script, much easier, much better. So as far as sort of script is concerned, I think Tibetan script is more advanced than Chinese script. So these, culturally, linguistically, and then even many years ago, my Indian friend, he mentioned, even geographically, Tibet, isolated, independent nation. That's true. The whole southern Himalayan range, and then this is the mountain, and northern Kunlun mountain. So the mountain makes some kind of distinction. And then I think if we think more out of curiosity, the famous Chinese wall. Originally, that is the border. The famous wall, the southern part, truly China. Beyond that wall, northeast Manchuria, north Mongolia, west Tibet. So now Chinese, you see, they proudly show this wall. Actually, that's the real border. So in any way, we are not seeking independence. I'm very much sort of attracted to the spirit of European Union. National, sort of different, nations, sovereigns, important. However, common interest is more important. So of course, this is not my business, but I have a little bit sort of reservation about Britishers thinking. They are now leaving European Union. When politicians mention that, oh, you see, nice, But when they start to implement, a lot of problems now. Much better remain union of the Europe. Much better, isn't it? So my main concern as a Tibetan, preservation of Tibetan language and Tibetan culture. And the knowledge which originally come from India, Nalanda tradition. Some Chinese Buddhists now, they expressing the Nalanda tradition, Buddhism, very much emphasis on reason, not faith. So therefore, this Nalanda tradition, Buddhist tradition, is a very scientific religion. Some Chinese now Buddhists, they say that, like that. So this very room, I have several occasions meeting with scientists. So Buddha himself, you see, mentioned, oh, my follower, monks, scholars, should not accept my teaching out of faith, out of devotion, but rather thorough investigation and experiment. That's a very scientific way. That's quite unique, isn't it? So, and then Tibetan environment. Some Indian ecologists, they say the high altitude and dry climate once damage ecology, the nature way to recover take longer time. So we need special pay attention about protection of environment. And some Chinese ecologist, he described Tibetan plateau for global warming effect from Tibetan plateau is as much as South Pole and the North Pole. So he described Tibetan plateau is third pole, quite important. So these are my commitment. So now some questions.
My name is Andrew Schachter, and I'm from Yardley, Pennsylvania. We thank you for this opportunity, and we're very grateful to be in Your Holiness's presence. My question to you is, how has your role developed or evolved as the Tibetan spiritual leader since being in exile? Can you see any positive outcomes of being in exile?
Tibetan culture, I may say Buddhist culture, and I make distinction in Buddhism. One part religion, one part science, like psychology, one part philosophy, like quantum physics. These two things I consider academic subject, not religious subject. So I'm trying to share with modern scientists about psychology and quantum physics. In Buddhist philosophy, quantum physics, one Indian nuclear physicist, Raja Ramana, he once told me, quantum physics in the West, something new. In India, 2,600 years ago, already developed that concept. It is true. When I discuss with modern scientists about quantum physics, we know better. So like that, these are, I consider, academic subject. The resources, information come from Buddhist text, but the subject itself should consider academic subject, not a religious subject. So like psychology is an academic subject. According to different faith, use different way. Buddhist, this is psychology, used for further improvement of our mind, but generally consider just knowledge about mind, about emotion. Okay. Then, next question.
My name is Max. I'm from Philadelphia. I was wondering, with the growing dependence on personal technology and social media, how do you see it impacting our ability to practice mindfulness, compassion, and discernment?
So these are, I think, our knowledge. There are 3 levels. One level of understanding or knowledge is just through word or through reading. That's number one, the first level of knowledge. Now we must utilize human brain, analyze. Then you develop second level of understanding or knowledge with conviction. If someone say, oh, there's certain things. So now, for example, one day you heard something. Next day you heard something different. But if you have some understanding through analyzation, analytical meditation we call, then you can, you feel, oh, I heard that, there is a reason. I heard this, no reason. So, second level of understanding is very important. So first level, these modern machines, televisions, you see, provide you information. But then you should not rely on this information, analyze by yourself. Then you get deeper understanding. Then, you see, they familiarize this understanding, this conviction. Then gradually affect our emotion. That's third level. I think religion also same. Firstly, hearing. Secondly, analyze. Then through that way, gradually you gain some experience. That's third level. Next question.
Hi, my name is Liran Zimond. I'm from California. Thank you so much for honoring us with this opportunity. My question is, if one believes in reincarnation, what is the value and the purpose in holding so strongly to one's individuality and one's religion and nationality?
Because among those sort of major traditions, theistic religion, non-theistic religion developed in this country, India, over 3,000 years. No creator, but self, independent self, that Indian call Atma, independent self. Beside this body, there is self, independent self. That self, no beginning, no end. So, body, you see, new life, new body, but self is same. So that's the basis of rebirth theory. Sometimes I feel that theory quite useful. According to Buddhism, there's no such independent self. So self is a mere designated thing. So you have to make distinction, grosser level of mind, which related with our brain, and then deeper level, then further deeper, and the deepest at the time of death. Brain stop. But still, sometimes body remain very fresh. Now some scientists also now showing some interest. Some cases of the people physically dead, brain dead, also the heart beating stop, then blood circulation stop, then brain within short period dead, but physical remain very fresh. So only explanation is subtle level of mind. So now, like some American scientist, Richard Davidson, we already sort of set up one project to further study such case. So, but these are complicated. So, much easier, independent soul. That you see created by God. So then okay. Next question. So rebirth, I think the clear indication, there are cases, young boy who remember past life very, very clearly. I met some Indian. Their parent not necessarily believe rebirth, but the child clearly remember about their past life, their family, name of family, and the name of their parent, like that. Yes, next question.
Hello, Your Holiness. My name is Jacob Schwab, and I'm from Manhattan, New York. Thank you so much for having us and affording us this incredible opportunity. How do you make sense of the overattachment that people all over the world seem to have with your image and teachings? Is there a danger to this?
Karsa.
How do you make sense of the overattachment that people all over the world seem to have with your image and teachings? Is there a danger to this?
My daily practice, as I mentioned earlier, oneness of 7 billion human beings. And furthermore, entire sentient being is same. But then that, I think, we have no way to communicate with animals or birds, insects. Only 7 billion human beings. Different language, but the same brain, so we can communicate. Therefore, the sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. So wherever I go, whenever I meet people, I don't care their name or their religion or their nation. So long, one nose, 2 eyes, human being. I always carry that feeling. So wherever I go, I feel it's my home. I always say, then talk and cheating 말해 가사, teasing, teasing. Particularly some people who seriously looking, and then I sometimes say, I do this way. Then they smile come. We are same. The smile face brings comfortable. Oh, serious face, no comfortable. Much better, smile each other. On the basis of conviction, we are same human being. So wherever I go, I always carry this belief, this sort of attitude. Very benefit, very happy. One occasion in Delhi, of course, Indian police, day and night, is taking care of me. So one morning, I always, before my breakfast, I go and say hello, these police. One occasion, 3 policemen there, and then I some greetings. And then I told what they think my age. Then they say 70 or something. Then I told them, no, over 80 years old. And they say, oh, your face looks not like that. Then I show my teeth. Look, my teeth, quite good teeth. Then I show my lip, quite red, isn't it? Quite beautiful, isn't it? Like lipstick, right? Then I show them. Then three police laughing. Better. See, they carry their own duty. But basically, same human being. I'm Dalai Lama, but same human being. No differences. Isn't it? I feel, you see, the sameness or oneness of 7 billion human beings. You see that? I feel, me personally also, you see, feel some kind of liberation. If I too much emphasis, I'm Tibetan, I'm Buddhist, I'm Dalai Lama. Then, out of 7 billion human beings, only one Dalai Lama. So then I develop loneliness. And Jew, if you too much emphasis, Jewish. Then when we met some non-Jews, then you feel a little distance. Wrong. Okay.
On behalf of all of the students of our wonderful education organization, Kivunim, which means directions, I'd like to thank you for spending this time with us today and for enlightening us and showing the world a better way to try and navigate through compassion, through optimism, through empathy, and through seeing the other as ourselves, with commonality as opposed to differences. And I thank you on behalf of us. This is our 10th year that we're coming to Dharamsala, and we feel very committed to the Tibetan people, and we look forward to continuing to hear your teachings, and we pray to our God, to all God, that you continue in your teachings and your holy mission, and you continue to be blessed with health until 120. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.